you're one of the runners to watch.
Running sometime. Today and shift.
Someone's got a death wish. I saw your last run. You got some serious skills.
Dare to bask in my glory, I.
I hear May's always looking for new and returning runners. Red Mile.
May runs a tidy establishment. Let's keep it that way.
I really hope this is important and not another missing pet complaint.
Play by the house rules. Fires on the other side.
I can't wait for the next run. Lynn's really trying to turn this place around.
That's really simple out there on the Red Mile. Just don't die. Always worked
If
for
you're
me.
looking to register, you'll need to speak to Miss Divine.
You wouldn't last a minute in the Red Mile. Of course, I probably wouldn't either.
Sorry, friend. I don't do all.
Short now, but I'll win it all back someday.
Word to the wise, security here is run by mercs. They don't play by the same rules as other security officials.
Excuse me.
I can't believe Donovan Reese is actually here in this bar. He's a legend.
It's a pleasure to have you.
I took this job so I could be here to see all the runners in person. Of course,
Runners come and go, but the mile usually wins.
Now, this place used to be a real dive, but things are looking up.
I keep thinking I should run the course someday, but after seeing some of the deaths firsthand.
it can get rowdy in here sometimes, but we try to keep things civil.
Lynn's really trying to turn this place around.
I've seen you run. Not bad. You have a ways to go if you want to beat my record. If you're not afraid, maybe May'll give you a chance.
Nothing quite like the excitement of it, no?
Go ahead, start some trouble. Give me an excuse to air you out. Don't think Sistav or the Rangers will help you if you get in trouble out here.
Yes? What?
Oh, thank God. There's not much time. No. No!
Sorry, but we're getting the systems back on. You can go. Shit!
Help, please help!
Enemy no longer possesses a damaged
Enemy's
weapon.
weapons are back online. Where are we going?
I never tire of visiting worlds like this.
Don't think Sistav or the Rangers will help you if you get in trouble out here.
Leonard, Mark,
It's not every day you meet someone known throughout the settled systems.
May
Right.
runs a tidy establishment. Kick back with a drink from the bar and enjoy yourself.
now, this place used to be a real dive, but things are looking up.
Thinking of running sometime? Talk to May and she'll fill you in.
Word to the wise. Security here is run by mercs. They don't play by the same rules as other security officials.
Sorry, friend. I don't do autographs.
I can't wait for the next run. It's gonna be one to remember.
It can get rowdy in here sometimes, but we try to keep things civil.
I keep thinking I should run the course someday, but have to see some of the deaths firsthand. Maybe not.
You wouldn't last a minute in the Red Mile. Of course.
I took this job so I could.
Get out of my face before I put a bullet in your head.
Greetings, Captain.
Liftoff looks good. All systems
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Keep an eye on your valuables.
You walk the factory floor?
Just 3 more to go.
Oh no, that wouldn't work. As you know, they just don't make these old parts anymore. So I'll throw in the labor for free, but it's still... You're darn right it is. I recommend you go. We'll send the part along when it's... Pleasure working with you.
We'd be dust, except for the factory.
Ron hopes the best thing that happens.
Green lights on outer hatch. We're docked.
Good day, Captain.
The Constant is a peaceful ship.
Keeping a 200-year-old ship running is no easy task. I was hoping to talk to our visitor from outer space, and here you are! Welcome, welcome! I have a million burning questions, but I won't overwhelm you. There will be plenty of time for that later. Please, indulge me just a couple. How did you do it? Did humanity finally discover faster-than-light travel and eclipse our poor old ship? Oh, I've heard of this technology, but always believed it was theoretical in nature. Maybe we can talk about it in more detail later. I'm sure you have more pressing matters to handle. I've waited this long. What's a little longer, eh? Oh, I've got so many questions, but I'm being rude. I haven't even given you my name. Chief Engineer Kazemi, but you can call me Amin. And, I might add, I'm one of the reasons we're still floating out here today. Yes, of course. Anything for my new friend. What grab drive? Just joking with you. The Paradiso engineers filled me in. Okay, let's see what we need to do. All right. This will be fun. And hopefully there will be no explosions in the process. I have just received word that the drive is here. Ready to get to work? Great, great, great! There are 3 preparations I need you to help me make while I set things up on my end. First thing I need you to do is reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator. Then, turn the plasma runoff inhibitor function to 5%. Last, you'll need to decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly. Got it? Let's hop to it! Looks like everything is good to go.
Careful waving that fancy gun. Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
We didn't believe anyone would be out here, but I'm glad for it. Well, well, it would appear we have the means to go nearly anywhere now, thanks to you. The engineers even upgraded our communications equipment so we can speak with passing ships. Turns out it was a pretty easy fix. Thank you again for all you've done. Without you, we'd most likely be stuck. But you went above and beyond. I'll make sure people tell tales of your generosity for as long as our society lives. I don't know if we can ever fully repay you. Thank you again.
Somehow it's escaped my memory.
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for
I'm sure they're sad to see you go. As the hero of Vectera, you need your own comic book, your own cartoons, your own theme song. We've got to preserve.
All right, let's cycle that airlock and get aboard.
Sidonia, it's time to go?
I am in the mood. For a mocha macchiato. How about you?
We're free.
Very many visitors here. It really makes the day crawl by. Hello. Did you have an appointment with us today? Ah, yes. From Lumen Interactive. The elevator here will take you to the marketing floor. Once you arrive, you'll want to talk to Ellis Ortiz. He's the receptionist there and will be happy to help you.
Welcome to Infinity LTD. Howdy. If you just have a seat, I can notify Miss Hart that you've arrived. I'll go notify Miss Hart that you're here. Feel free to use any of the facilities on the floor while you wait. The break room and bathrooms are just around the corner.
personnel must evacuate the building. Please find the nearest exit and contact emergency services.
I was just getting warmed up. See if they've got any weapons or ammo.
where this will all lead. If you have any gear you want me to haul, I'm happy to help. Talk to you later. I'm sure they had something we can use.
I'm pleased to report that our stocks are currently being maintained at... Welcome to UC Distribution. Oh, well, certainly. Right. Come back if you need something else.
Through it one more time?
You can over-rehearse. It'll sound fast.
Welcome to Terra. How can I help?
The sales keep climbing.
And they are great locations in new actors. But now, why?
If it belongs on your ship, then I'm sure we have it for sale. Hi there! Thanks for stopping in. I can take care of transactions, and if you've got... Oh, please, take a look. Appreciate
Seems
the
like
business.
The Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days.
It's amazing what bosses have hearts.
Gotta call someone's power.
Not sure if those foreign zealots live in space or at...
You can't go in. You just can't.
If you ever
But
find yourself with a
David's
hot
my
lead,
friend.
we
He
will
writes
do our
me.
best to protect your
I
anonymity.
hate to break it to you.
Can I help you?
He's the one who signs all those cards and headshots. Mr. Barron's
Well,
very busy.
I'll be the judge of that. What's this so-called story about?
Listen, I might be able to hook you up with some merch.
All right.
Maybe get you a ticket to a
I'll take a look. I don't suppose you want to tell me how you got this evidence. I figured as much. Is there at least a name I can cite as my source? Why am I not surprised? As long as the evidence is adequate and verifiable, I expect it'll be aired within the hour, if not sooner. Now, if you'll excuse me, I obviously have some work to do.
David Barron is the most famous journalist in the settled systems.
I bet whoever came up with bad news travels fast wasn't taking interstellar distances into account.
Hey, no funny stuff with that. Got enough flight traffic as it is.
Stay in orbit or jump.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
Private sector.
I believe you were specifically told that we did not want a body count on this assignment. If only intent mattered. All the tools at your disposal, and yet here we are. I hope you at least attempted to use the internal neuroamp. And yet not useful enough to avoid a body count? Still, it's good to know the applications are proving themselves. So now it's just a waiting game for SSNN to break the news. Once the story airs, we have another board meeting scheduled to decide how to handle Infinity. Go ahead, Maeve.
The SSNN broadcast has started. Shall I patch it through?
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
The murders are believed to be linked to a new investigation where Drexler would have been accused of numerous violations, including murder for hire, unauthorized human trials, and corporate theft. Authorities representing the UC and the Freestar Collective have been dispatched to a consolidated mining station and the clinic. Both locations are believed to hold numerous victims. Drexler's motivation appears to be an attempt to launch a new product based off stolen information from a competitor. The details on the project itself and the competitor have yet to be confirmed. This has been David Barron for SSNN.
Perfect. This exposure puts Infinity right where we want them. The meeting will begin momentarily, but I want you to discuss the options we have with the other members. Infinity's net worth is about to hit rock bottom, so this gives us the opportunity to win a little more public faith. Quite right. The truth is, we'll be making evaluations. We'll shed any employees who don't make the cut, slowly but surely. By incorporating Infinity, we eliminate a competitor, get their best employees and contracts, and all while boosting our public perception.
Shed any employees. Ugh. Terminology like that, where you reference manipulating people's lives. It makes my skin crawl.
It is the right thing for Ryujin, which is why I'd like you to talk to the board to convince them this is the right move. There are several who might disagree, and you have the perfect tool to help sway them. With the tech we've given you, I expect promises. You'll find most of the board members in their offices preparing. Vina is also here, waiting for the meeting to start. We'll need at least 50% of the vote to go our way. In the event of a tie, I will make the final decision. I trust you'll get it done.
Don't cause any trouble.
Did Masako send you to try and convince me to acquire Infinity Ltd? I think we both know that's not going to work. Our public perception is good enough. If you ask me, reaching out to save Infinity just makes us look weak. The internal neuroamp gives us the power to crush our competitors, not take them under our wing. This is exactly why Masako's time as CEO is finished. I'll overlook your poorly educated statement. For now. Throwing your competitor a lifeline when they're about to crash and burn hardly seems wise. Well, it does make Ryujin look good. And we do gain a wider customer base, which means higher profits. You're oddly right about this one, Op. I guess you are worth keeping around. As long as everyone has Ryujin's best interests in mind, this should make for an interesting meeting. An issue? That would be a foolish move. Dalton and Alexis are the only two against it. You'd never get the rest to shut it down. Dangerous indeed. For all I know, you're using it right now. The irony. Perhaps I didn't see it earlier, but you're right. The moment a competitor reverse engineers Vina's work, it'll be chaos. The last thing I want is to have my brain scrambled because some engineer didn't do their due diligence. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have a lot of preparations to make.
If only there were more hours in the day.
Great, the bane of my department. If you need something, make it quick. You heard correct. I've every reason to believe that Infinity Ltd. Is the Pandora's box of corporations. All right, I could use the entertainment. Tell me why Infinity is a good asset. You're right. Perhaps I am focusing too much on the negatives. I'm finding myself unable to disagree. I suppose I might be overreacting a little. Definitely a point worth considering. Huh. Well, what do you know? I think you just convinced me. Talent like yours belongs in the courtroom. Are you trying to add to my stress right now? First off, if I find out you used that device on me, I will tie you up in court on whatever charges I can conjure for the rest of your life. Second, that tech is one major human rights violation that no legal team wants to fight. I'll do whatever I can to make sure it's either severely delayed or collects dust in storage. Well, I'm both glad and surprised to hear the one person who has one say that. Masako's lucky to have you at her disposal, even if you are a continual thorn in my side. You may be the greatest asset, aside from the internal neuroamp, that Ryujin has. This exchange has been surprisingly insightful, but now I really do need to get back to my notes.
It's good to see you again. And how's my favorite patient doing? Not seeing any temporal memory flashes or losing time, I hope. That's great. One step closer. So, tell me what... I hope you're not actually suggesting that the technology I spent years working on and perfecting never sees the light of day. This is groundbreaking work. My life's work. Fine. Make your case. And would I feel responsible as the creator? Well, this conversation's made me feel like a proper monster. But you're right. In a perfect world, tech like this is used for good. But this world is far from perfect. It is. It really is. For years, my only focus has been, is this possible? And then, how do I make it work? I never stopped to consider if it was right, or what it would mean. I guess it'll be up to a vote either way. It's not on the meeting agenda, so I assume you'll bring it up yourself? We just have to hope the others will see reason. So the next question is, what will the fate of Infinity Ltd. be? Exactly. Not that I want to gloat over it. Maybe just a little. Okay, so DeMarcus and I have really been looking forward to it, so fingers crossed this deal goes through. Well, this has certainly been the most interesting conversation of my day. All we can do now is...
This meeting should prove to be very interesting. I assume Masako briefed you on her preferred outcome. Good on you.
Indeed. That technology shouldn't be used for such nefarious purposes, or in fact, any purposes at all.
If it were up to me, I'd have shut down Project Dominion a long time ago. I knew it was a grave security risk,